What's happening, people? United Essentially back with another video. This is real talk, and we have real guests on the show. You get me? We got man like James on the channel.
People. Yes, I am everyone's favorite person right now. I know. I can't see the chat, but I know the chat is going off. It's like, oh my god, this is our favorite person that you could have had on the channel. It's right, Saeed.
Absolutely, man. Come on, man. You know what
I mean? Why does I come on here right now? You can just chat so much smoke to me. Come on, let's go. I've got my shields up. I'm ready. Do you know what I mean?
Come on.
My face shield, mask, and all of that. We're ready to go, my mate. Now, what's going on though?
We don't have many likable scousers, you know what I mean? But you my friend, you get me. You're a good guy, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bearable to an extent. Some people say bearable to an extent.
Yeah, facts.
Shit, energy. Come on, I like this.
Energy.
Come on.
Half four Sunday.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show, James. Also, you get me. We've got my co-host for the Real Talk, Mr. Flawless. Take no. What are you telling me, bro?
Out here, yo, good to be here, fam. You get what I'm saying? All-star cast as always, innit? So it's fantastic. Special guest, you get me? Yourself, the legend you are, Saeed, innit? Energy, come on, everyone's gassed already. People saying hammers in the road, but not, innit? Big up everyone.
Yeah, man, hammers in the road, man. Living that lifestyle, you get me?
It's what we're saying, my friend. Nah, it's just cold in my house all the time, my mate. That's why I've got it on, you know what I'm saying?
Come on,
you know.
It is cold still. There you go. It's cold outside. It is cold outside.
Come on. Big up everybody who's tuning in right now. You get me. Thanks to everybody who's tuning in right now. Like the video, subscribe to United Central, subscribe to these two guys. They're literally, the hyperlink is in the title. So make sure you go over, check their channel, subscribe to their channel, then come back to the video. You literally won't leave the video. So shout out to the two guys. It's going to be a good show, man. And it's literally the title of the video. I'll start with the guest first, James. You've been talking the talk, 360 TV. Listen, you've been rattling the United fans, man. What's going on, man? Why are you so confident?
Let's go, my friends. Listen, I am ready for war, my friends. Yeah, I am ready for war. Let's go. Go on, Saeed. What have you got?
Why are you confident, though? Why are you confident? Why you got a spring in your step, man?
Do you want me to tell you why I'm confident, Saeed? Because I'm confident we're going to play the better football. And that's no disrespect to your players individually. Your players individually and your squad as a whole in terms of the players are phenomenal. Let me get that out the way just so people don't get me confused. That being said, we will play better than you when it comes to the game. Does that mean we're going to win the game? Absolutely not. We've not been taking our chances. Rumours is now coming out. Joe Matip might not be fit for the game. Therefore, that means we're going to have to play Reece Williams or Blimmin, what's his fate, Nat Phillips. So enjoy that. That being said, we're going to have most of the possession. We're going to control the game. We're probably even going to have more chances. It's just going to come down to, can you take the few chances you're going to get, and can we take our chances? And we haven't been able to recently. However, we always play better than teams, and I'm never going to go against my team, especially against you. And our record against the top six is better than the bottom six.
I know it
is.
Man. That's a fair point.
Why
hey, and did I mention that it's at Anfield?
Yeah, we're fully aware that it's Anfield. We're fully aware of it.
Forgot that little detail as well. Of course, I'd throw that in there. You know, we haven't lost there in God knows how long.
But have you heard about we have the best away record?
I know that you're at that means two shiny shites when you come to Anfield. Lee Chappie came on my channel a few weeks ago, my mate, and he had the same energy that Expressions had when he came to Anfield with Spurs. Let me tell you somewhere.
That's little old Tottenham, man. This is my United, mate.
No.
This is my United, mate. You know what I mean? That's little old Tottenham right there, man.
You can talk about little old Tottenham, but right now,
little old Tottenham, man. Jose Mourinho football
as little old Man United, because our first team's better than
how's
your
it
first
little?
team. It's not little in terms
of
the stature,
still bigger than
but
Liverpool.
the first team, our players look down on your players. Why? Because your players aren't winners. Your players aren't champions. Hendo Nino.
All right. Let's not start there. Let's go over there.
Can I just say this, Saeed? His armpits are phenomenal. Let's not get that out the way. Listen,
man. I don't think that's me. We don't go down in settings. You get me? Like, we're talking about football, lads.
Listen, you've got to rate the armpits sometimes. You've got to rate the stature of the person. You know what I'm saying? Come on, lads. Proper athlete.
Yo, listen, man. I don't know how you get in this conference, you know, James, man. You're on a bad run at the minute.
I'm a supporter of the Premier League champions. Why wouldn't I have any sort of confidence? I know,
but you need to come with a bit of humility, get me? Like, Man United right now, best away record. You know what I'm trying to say to you? We're top of the league. We're looking down on you, man. You know what I'm trying to say? The flawless, man. Can you see them down there?
Yeah.
Can you see them? We can't see you, Shades, man. You get me? I've even got a fringe on as well. I got a big forehead as well. You get me? And I can still see you, man.
Top of the league. Top of the league.
We're United. We're top of the league.
For 5 days.
hey, I'm gonna enjoy it, innit?
Sorry,
Even if it's 5 days, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy it for these 5 days.
And rightly so, and you have every right to do so. Listen, 2 years and 30 days since you were last top of the league is a long time.
A long time. It's a long time.
Sam here saying, come on, Liverpool, we'll beat them easily. Yo, Flawless, you just stick it up 1 second. My Wi-Fi's acting up. Let me go to the phone.
Yeah.
You might just hold it up 1 second. You get me?
Yeah, I got you in it. So yeah, big up Zayn in it with his great super chats. I don't know why he's saying, "Come on, Liverpool, we beat them easily" when he's an Arsenal fan. But you know, when you can't even make it into the top half of the league, it makes sense. In that, I understand. You're on the pink and that in it. I get that. But all jokes aside, I understand why you are so confident. Like you said, you are the reigning champions. Yes, your record at Liverpool. Record at Anfield is very good. I think you've drawn 1 and lost 1 all season, and I think you've won the rest or something like that.
At Anfield.
Yeah, Anfield this season.
We haven't lost any this
season. Oh, you
haven't
lost any? Okay. Nah. So not lost, no, what is it, just the 1 draw? Or have you won all your games there?
We've probably drew 1 or 2. We drew to West Brom. Yeah, but other than that, though, we for 3 years, we haven't been beat at Anfield.
So it makes sense why you're confident on that and on the game. So I get why you're confident. I'm confident, going into the game that Manchester United can get a result. The thing is with Ollie is we don't know how he's going to settle. That's when I can give my proper prediction once I see the starting lineup. Once I see Liverpool's starting lineup, because you're saying Matip might not be fit, that could be key. How is Klopp going to deal with them with no defense, basically? How does he deal with no centre backs? Does he play Henderson there? Does he play Fabinho there?
No.
It's going to be interesting.
He doesn't play Henderson.
You don't reckon he plays Henderson? He'll play Fabinho and somebody else there, you reckon? That's what he'll go with.
I hope so. I hope if Matip is out, which will be devastating, but because he missed the last training session, that's what's going to be assumed. I'm thinking Nat Phillips or Reece Williams because they're literally the only other 2 centre-backs we've got. Henderson, first off, you lose everything he adds to the midfield, and I'm not going to go into the big thing about him. Everyone knows my love for Henderson. That being said, you do genuinely lose a lot when he comes from that midfield. You hear what I'm saying? So when it gets to that case scenario, you don't want to lose all the leadership and all the qualities he has in that midfield. So putting him in the back, first off, you're putting a good midfielder and then you're turning him into an average centre-back, probably below average, because he doesn't play there and he shouldn't have to. So that's the reason why I wouldn't want to see Henderson there. Plus, he's never really shown a performance where he looked boss. Do you know when you look at a player in a game and you think, like Fabinho, he's came in and he's shown that he can actually play that position well.
Top quality.
That's it, lads. He's just all round, so he can make it work. Whereas Henderson, you do have to give him a certain role for him to actually flourish in a game.
No, I hear that. I hear what you're saying. But like I said, it'd be really interesting to see how you lot set up and how we set up. And that's when I can give my proper predictions. Because normally, at least with these games, the big games, Liverpool, you'd be like, all right, Liverpool are going to set up like this. They're going to play this team, this formation. But with the injuries you've got, we don't know how you're going to set up. Manchester United, we never know how Ollie's going to go. I have no clue how he's going to set up. But my heart of hearts, my head tells me this is going to be a draw. Because I don't think a draw is a bad result for either team going forward. Obviously, Liverpool, as a Liverpool fan, you'd probably be mad at the time. But like overall, a draw, you're 3 points behind. It's not the worst. For Manchester United being ahead again, a draw is not the worst. This is why I can see a draw.
Yeah, with all due respect, and let me just because that's why I said at the start of my whole argument that I rate your players individually. I think as a squad, you've got one of the best squads, not only in the league, but the world. Like, I rate your squad, I rate your players individually. Bruno Fernandes, 2020 was his year, mate. Like, even though I know that he has a few questionable performances, but he took Man United from what you was becoming, which was either Europa League or Champions League finishes, to defo you're getting top 4, possibly even in the title race. That being said, I feel like the reason why we are in the table where we are is because of us. I don't think it's because of you. Don't get me wrong, you've done well to stay where you are, and you've had a great 2020, second amount of points to us in the certain amount of latest games. You've had more points than us or whatever, but either way, we should have, even with all these injuries, we should have got more points out of them last few games. We never played no one of our quality. So it's one of them things where I'm thinking to myself, well, we could have got 3 points against West Brom, without a doubt. Matip, that was the game where he got injured. There was other games where
could be, you know what I mean? If buts and maybes, like you say.
I know it's if buts and maybes, man. I'm trying to make a point here, and you're taking the piss. I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to show you that I'm giving you respect to you. I rate you. What do you mean? Go on, then. I've lost me rhythm now. Are you mad? Go on.
No, but you said if you could have got a point in there, man, that's ifs, buts, and maybes, isn't it?
But this is what
you guys are not playing well, and you guys are shocked.
I am proving my overall point that we are bottling it in the games that we shouldn't be. Therefore, that's why use the top. Otherwise, we'd be clear.
Here's the thing, though.
We beat Palace. We were clear then. That's where we should have left it, but we never. We dropped form.
Here's the thing is, though, Hammers, I actually agree with you, though, in that sense. I've said this. I still now think it's between Liverpool and City. If Liverpool don't win the league, I think it'll be Manchester City. If City don't win the league, I think it'll be used to. So the fact that we're in the conversation shows how you have not been on point and Manchester City haven't been on point, innit? Nah, it's good we can still see you, Saeed, man. You still got the glow.
I need to get it sorted, man. 1 second, man.
Yeah, man, carry on.
We're all like Saeed. We'll say over.
We got you. But yeah, I've said this about Liverpool that they should be clear of us. The fact that we're in the conversation, I rate our players highly. I say this all the time, but the managers are the difference. And this is why when Klopp said what he said about Manchester United and the penalties, and I was looking at him, I was thinking, we're not the team to worry about if I'm Klopp. The thing is, Manchester United are 3 points clear, could potentially go 6 points of clear Liverpool at the top, and no rival fans and no Manchester United fans genuinely believe we are title contenders and can win the league apart from Klopp. What did you think of Klopp when he said what he said?
He looks a bit shook recently. Not shook, I don't think that's the right word. That's the one that neutrals throw around. I think he looks concerned. A bit not concerned. He looks, what is it when like you're all hyped up and you're angry about something? Not even angry, it's just stressed out, just frustrated, looks the word, and he's letting it get to him now. Now it's actually being shown, maybe this is all being building up behind the scenes, and now he's just coming out and he's like, you know what, fuck this, and just going with it, just coming in interviews, just giving out anything. And I'm not going to lie, he's kind of put his foot in the mud quite a bit this season. Like, for example, the Midtjylland game a few weeks ago, we were through in the Champions League. We were guaranteed first. We didn't even have to win that game. And just to put it into a little bit of perspective, we were away from home. That's still a big game for Midtjylland because they're not going to play in the Champions League now. This is the champions of England coming to their stadium. This is a big game. They've still got a point to prove for when they play the next league match. So they've got everything to play for in a sense because it's massive for them. But us, we've got none. We're through. Yet you're playing Diogo Jota, you're playing some of your best players. Diogo Jota's now out. He'd be perfect for this game. If he was fit, I'd be all the more... I'm confident because we're Liverpool, but if I'm going off form, of course, I'm not confident. You know, you choose your things to go into a game with, don't you? And I'm not going to choose just a few bad games of run of form of teams having a bank of 4 and whatnot. Like, don't get me wrong, you could have that same approach. But I just feel like you will have it a bit more with us, you know, in a sense. Like, I feel like when you make attacks, there will be openings that we might be able to find within your defence. So that's why I'm confident. But Jurgen Klopp right now is just, it's one of them, mate. But I understand from neutral's point of view, it can look like moaning, but if you actually watch the games, there's a lot of decisions that do go against us, and it's very, very sussy. I'm not one of them who goes on to the conspiracy side of things, but trust me, mate, there's something weird going on in a lot of games for Liverpool this season.
I get what you're saying, and it can be frustrating. But even like I said, you're Liverpool, you're Klopp. You have the team that you have. You've improved on it with Jota and Thiago. It was just strange to me.
But we haven't had them though. So
yeah, that's true. Thiago has been injured. Jota has been good for you. I thought Jota was a very good signing for you lot. You know
he's been injured as well, and that's why it's a shame because you're right. He's been boss, mate. You know what I'm saying?
We've got Liam Yasser here saying, James, if you can't be United, you don't deserve to win the league. We are getting your ex-manager next season. I believe he means, say, Brendan Rodgers at the minute, man.
See, he will probably put you right into... If you had that manager, I would be taking you more seriously.
Arsenal, yeah. Arsenal.
Do you get where I'm saying now? But like it's your manager that I don't have faith in. It's not the players. You've got Delta players there individually.
Is this a 6-pointer for you guys, man? Is this a 6-pointer for you guys, James? Be honest. You know what I mean? If you lose this game, man, is this not put doubt in you that, you know what, Liverpool might not be their season this year, it might not be their year, as they call it.
Even if we win, I'm kind of doubting it, mate, because it's kind of one of them things. Like, I still think we're going to win the league. I've said it since the start, so I'm going to stick with it. That being said, City, they just look really, really good. And if it's not us who overtakes you, say if you win, If it's not us, then it'll be them. Like, and that's no disrespect to you, but when you've got a defence like they've got, and I don't know who watched the Brighton game, but mate, did you see their substitutions? Like, I'm not taking the piss. Like, they've got Bernardo Silva on the bench, they've got Raheem Sterling on the bench, they've got Ferran Torres on the bench, they've got all these ballers on the bench, mate. Like, these can rotate these players back onto the pitch, and it just makes you think to yourself, like, these have got winners, these have got quality, these have got the ability to be able to maintain this, whereas I don't think you do.
This is that, but that's exactly what I was saying. Why I said I think if it would be Liverpool, if it's not Liverpool, it would be City and vice versa. I'm just happy as a Manchester United fan that somehow miraculously we are in this conversation.
And rightly so.
Are we in a title race? Yes. Do I believe even if we win on Sunday against Liverpool, do I believe we can win the league title? No. I know Saeed probably thinks different, but Saeed reckons it's 21 and 21.
No. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think my energy's changed right now. I think the semi-cup final kind of cast it doubt for me whether you can get over the line, and that's been our problem
this
season.
Your energy's changed, Saeed. Damn right, your energy's changed.
What do you mean, damn energy?
Oh yeah, nah. You should keep that same energy. You know, my energy has changed.
Listen, the energy's still there. It might change again on Sunday.
It's changed, so now it's still there.
No, but you have to get over the line, man. My point is
coming at me before over the line when you want that smoke. I'll reciprocate that. That's a big way for me.
No. My energy is Man United over semi-finals. This is almost a cup final, though, Flawless, man. When you look at it, man, it's a cup final in a sense because if you lose the game, I think it kind of cast out on the players. Can they do it? Can they believe in themselves? And I know you're thinking, right, it's one game. But I just look at it and I think, go out there and there must not lose, man. There must not lose.
Here's the thing, though. Even if Manchester United do lose the game, we're still level on points. So I don't think it will cast doubt in the players' minds. I think it will cast more doubt on them. And this could turn certain supporters. So supporters who are, say, Ollie out and don't believe we can win the league title. If we go there and make a statement and beat Liverpool, they've not lost at Anfield in however long, 3-4 years, that can turn a lot of people. That could increase it in the players' minds. The players then could start to believe. Certain fans who are Ollie in, that will make them believe even further. Certain fans who are Ollie out, that will make them believe even further. It won't make me believe because it's just a one game. And like I said, we could beat Liverpool and then lose the next game, and then Liverpool could win their next game, and then we're right back to where we was. So it's all about. Yes, it's a massive game. It's Manchester United, Liverpool. It's always a massive game. It's always the first game I look to on the fixture list. But I don't look at it like it's a massive 6-pointer or it's a massive turning point because there's so many games to go. There's 21 games to go after this, or 20 or however many games there is.
I've got to agree with Flawless there, Saeed. I think that's spot on. I thought when we beat Spurs, that was where we were going to kind of leave everyone, because then we beat Palace 7-0 right after that. And Spurs at that moment, they were you. Right now, kind of, do you know what I mean? Like they were the closest ones to us. They were the most confident. Do you get what I'm saying? They even beat you 6-1 not too long before they were in that position. So they kind of had all the laughing rights over you in a sense. So that's why it maybe felt even more. Harry Kane and Son were bossing it. But I think we do underestimate the power of a great defence, and that's why I brought up City before. That being said, there's so many games left to go, and this season has been on drugs, by the way. Like, it changes every month. It changes every month. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's one of them things, mate. This is why I'm going to say Liverpool, because I'm sticking with Liverpool. But really, we're all saying City now, but it does not surprise me yet.
You know what?
They've got an easy run. They've got an easy run. They've got 2 games in hand. We're all saying, do you know what? It's actually probably going to be City. But watch though, mate. It does not surprise me if there's just 2 or 3 games. It just does not surprise me.
You know what? But by the way, this super chat here, Saeed, you ready for the masterclass for 2021? This year, Orange Man leaves Abba and listen. Aubameyang has literally shagged you, man. 400 bags a week. You know what I mean? And he's left you, man. In no man's land, mate. Don't forget about Aubameyang, man. We're trying to discuss that. Okay, man.
Yeah. Like, so we could, we discussing at the top, and not the top, the bottom half of the table.
We'll leave you down.
When you get Brendan Rodgers and Allegri and them kind of players, then maybe you can join the, you know what I mean, join the, you know what I mean, the chat, and we can talk in it. But yo, shout out to the super chat always, man. Zayn, big up Zayn. But you know what? Yes, James. Yeah, I've always said, and this is a big point. Liverpool have never won a title race when someone been chasing them down. Did you know that?
It doesn't matter. Very
irrelevant. It doesn't matter though.
Very irrelevant.
And the Rafa Benitez with the stats.
Very irrelevant. You're talking about over 10 years ago now, Saeed. Don't be ridiculous. You sound like us a few years ago. Don't be ridiculous.
The point is still there.
But why?
Liverpool have never won a title race here. No, I'm just saying to you, though, Liverpool have never won a title race here when it's been a genuine race. And I'm not talking about Liverpool just kind of running away with it. I'm talking about a race. Does that not concern you that sometimes maybe Liverpool can be seen as bottlers, Suarez, Brendan Rodgers, Steven Gerrard, you know what I mean? The Slippy G moment.
That squad,
come on, man.
That squad weren't good enough anyway. And our squads weren't good enough to compete with yours in 08, 09.
Nah, come on, man. You had good players.
No.
You had good players.
They had good players. They had good players, but I agree with Hammers in terms of the sense of that wasn't matching our team in it. At the start of that season, I said United should win this league title. Yeah. Same way, I'm a Liverpool fan now, and I look at our two squads. All right, the two squads will be close, but I look at the managers. This is why, as a Liverpool fan, I'm not concerned about Manchester United if I'm a Liverpool fan. This is why when I see Liverpool fans on social media getting rattled by Manchester United fans, what are you concerned about?
Yeah,
the champions. Go on.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you, Flawless, but for example, that season, because you brought it up, Saeed, 08-09, where we beat you at Old Trafford 4-1, did you think we were going to beat you in that game?
4-1 game?
Yeah. Did you think we were going to beat you? And I'm sure you were in good form going into it.
It's a derby, though. It's a derby.
Did you think we were going to win at Old Trafford?
Listen, I wasn't confident, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Torres has had Vidic on strings a couple of times. Listen, Gerrard, you know what I mean? You had a good team that day, man. Listen, when it's always a derby like that, I never think there's a favourite. Form goes out the window. Yes. Liverpool were ahead. They were ahead and they were sailing ahead. And what Rafa Benitez done, he brought out the facts, the effects,
It's effects. Rafa Benitez. Did you see that where he done the whole thing with the Rafa Benitez and the thing came by You got to admit that was Castle. Yeah.
Do Liverpool have it in them to have a race, though? That's a difference. Man United have done it over the years with Sir Ferguson. I understand that it's a different era now, but still, the point still remains the fact. Liverpool have they won the title race. I know the Man City was a point. The one before that, they were close. But this is a title race now.
Yeah, definitely. So I will answer that question. But the first point I want to make, you even just said it there, Saeed. Form goes out the window for these games. That's another reason why I think we can win this. I just thought I'd catch it on that point because I knew that I could catch it there. Do you see what I did there, Saeed? I saw the opportunity and I entered, my friend. Anyway, to answer the next question about whether form goes out the window. Sorry, not the form goes out the window. The title race comparisons that you're making. 08-09. I thought our squad weren't as good as yours overall. Still had some fantastic individuals, and like you said, on the day we could catch us for that fact. But overall, over a long period, it probably weren't going to be able to match you, and it didn't. 13-14, we didn't have... Mate, if you saw our defence, that should have never even been in the title race. It shouldn't have. We had an injured Daniel Agger, we had Martin Skirtle, we had a few other players that came in and out. Jose Enrique was our left-back. Flanagan was decent that season, but he was injured. Do you get what I mean? Like, there's a lot of... A little bit of issues. Yes, we had a great...
Flanagan went there. It was Flanagan 08-09.
13-14, I'm talking about
34, now. I was going to say.
Yeah, sorry, I went from 08-09 and then I started talking about the next comparison because that was the only other title race. Luis Suarez missed the first, 8 games of that season or something. So we've lost our main player who got us into that title race for the first 8 games and we still took it to the last day. So realistically, when you put them things into a factor, you kind of think, should have we won them? Now we've got the team. The only reason why we have to be worried overall, and I've said this publicly, is because we've lost loads of our players. And how should any squad compete to a full capacity when you've lost some of your most influential ones? So it's like with Jurgen Klopp, he's being asked to do like not an impossible mission, but his expectations to keep them the same is quite a bit. One of them for me.
Big up Stroh as well. Big up Stroh in the comments. Yeah, man. Big up Stroh. Yeah, big up Stroh.
Over 400 people watching, guys. Make sure you smash the like on the video, man. You get me. Make sure you share that video and subscribe to United Central and subscribe to the Mandem. You know what, Flawless, man? They're attacking, kind of fun free. I know we're gonna do a combine 11 in a bit, but. Yeah. Who would you most be worried about right now? Like Mane.
It's always Mane for me, innit? Anytime we play Liverpool, it's always Mane, innit? He's the one I always look at and be like, "You're the one we need to stop. You're the one
more than Salah.
even though Salah's quality, don't get me wrong. I think Salah's quality too, but you're a fool, you know. It's always Mane. It's always Mane. Like Mane is the one I look at. He worries me the most. That's what I would say. Yes, Salah's quality. I think Thiago's fit. They've got Thiago. They've got other players who can hurt us as well. But yes, definitely out of front three, definitely Mane, without question.
What are you saying there, James, man? You get me? I think you see Rashford, you get me? You see the likes of what's it called? Cavani, Martial doing the business. You know what I mean? You're not bothered about them, you get me? Them kind of players there that coming in behind Henderson and Fabinho. You know what I mean? You had a little bit score against you.
Henderson better not play centre-back. I'm going into this game assuming that it's going to be Reece Williams, okay? So if it's Reece Williams that's going to start, then yes, I'm concerned about Rashford, because even though he hasn't played fantastic in recent weeks, he can create moments with his pace and his, ability to run at players. So I think that can kind of worry Reece Williams with the fact he's just being tethered by an 18-year-old in Aston Villa's youth system. That being said, not only that, Martial, of course, as well, you've always got to be worried about him. Why? Because he's another player that's got pace and he just he's direct, he goes forward. So they're the two that I'm mostly worried about. Not really Cavani. I feel like if he started, then that'd be a better game for Nat Phillips, but obviously we won't find out close to the day. It's just one of them things, mate. Like, we're weak at the back, so if you don't score goals, then shame on your faces. Shame on your faces. And believe the energy that will be approached after that game. Believe me.
We'll be here, man. Don't worry about it.
Shame on your faces, Oh, yeah,
we'll be here, man. Don't worry. We don't hide, man. We don't hide anywhere.
We out here all the time. You get me? Win or lose or draw, we out here. Like I said, the fact we're in the conversation is nuts to us, isn't it? I'm just happy to be here because
I never thought it. I never thought that you could last till
I think Liverpool fans are disrespect to United, I think there's a lot of Liverpool fans disrespecting United.
Why have I? Do you think I've just? Yeah, sorry.
No, not you, James. Okay. No, I think in general, like
what is being disrespectful about what we said?
The kind of
Yo, Saeed, Saeed, just say it as it is. They just don't rate the manager because we don't rate the manager. Simple as that. That's what it is. If we were in this position and we had Ancelotti as our manager, different energy. If we're in this position and we have Klopp as our manager, different conversation. If it's Pep, if it's Allegri, if it's any manager who is of any sort of caliber and has won anything, of any sort of CV, we're having a different conversation. Even Brendan Rodgers, as much as it, and that's someone who I don't think is good enough, but even Brendan Rodgers, we're having a different conversation. I might be confident. How can we have the potential to go 6 points clear at the top of the league? And I still don't believe we can win this league. I legit don't believe we can win this league. We've never been in this position
before. The manager hasn't. You know what I mean? And that's why I always say it's not about winning. It's not about being on top right now. Sustaining it and being every week.
It's not sustainable. That's what it is. I say this all the time.
Even Fergie bottled it one time. With the 8 points, you know what I'm trying to say to you? Believe visuals. Rashford starts on the bench. Believe this United will be clear. 6 points.
I hope you are right, innit?
Energy, man. Energy.
So I can be unbearable and that. I'm gonna ride this till the wheels fall off, innit? So I hope that God we are 6 points clear. You get what I'm saying? And that.
Stroll saying here, James joke think this is man go back only in the title race, so let them man enjoy. 2 for a bit. We've been there 34 deep down, knew we wouldn't win it.
What? That's a fantastic point. Shout out my bro Stroke. That's a fantastic point. That's how I feel. If that's how Liverpool fans really felt in 13-14, this is how I feel in 2021. Am I going to enjoy it? Yes. Am I going to gas it up? Yes. Do I genuinely believe in my heart of hearts we can win this league? Absolutely not. You know me? I just don't think this manager, I think when it comes to key decisions, the manager will get more wrong than he gets right. We've gone out of 2 cup competitions. And both of those fall heavily on the manager in the way we've gone out. Yes, players are held accountable 1,000% because players are on the pitch, but the manager can do more to affect it. You know what I'm saying? That's my thoughts on it anyway. Okay. But if people have faith in Oli, fair enough, innit? Fair enough.
Anas said he's got a question here. Question for Anas. Do you think Klopp should change the style instead of playing the high line to avoid United pacing behind? That's a good question, that one. You can't be letting Fabinho and Hendonino be playing the high line, man. Because you are going to play them two. I don't think think he's going to be back. He's not going to be back, is he?
Oh, Hendonino better not play centre back. I swear to you better not. That's a very good point. I really do think that we need to. I've actually suggested that a few times. Maybe take a different approach. Not even the high line, because that's kind of what gets our press going. But if you just watch Liverpool now, the movement isn't as there as it was before. It's like the underdog factor or that, not motivation, it's just sort of sometimes in games at the moment when you're watching them, you can see at the moment they're just not kind of getting along with each other. I don't know what's going on with Salah and Mane, but there's just something between them where they're competing for goals, and because we're still getting chances. I think this is what people miss out. We're making defensive mistakes because we've got big players out at the back. I think that's a good enough reason to make a few mistakes. But then when we're going forwards, we've got two selfish forwards who aren't passing it in positions they should be, and they're taking chances.
Do they secretly dislike each other? At
the moment, at the moment.
What's the conspiracy theories? Liverpool.
I don't know. It's just they just want to be better than each other. I think it's just one of them. Like, they just want to score more goals than the other one. And Mane's probably being pissed that Salah's always scoring more. So he's just thinking, you know what, I'll score a few. Even though Salah is notoriously known for being more selfish, Mane has been just as selfish recently.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, both of them have been selfish.
Wow.
Bastards. Saeed, when I tell you this, my friend, like, they get in front of goal. There's a few people in the box for an option, but they'll just take the shot on themselves. Or even at times when they're a one-on-one, the confidence just either isn't there, or they rush it. Or it's once they've got the first goal, they'll be a bit more fluid and a bit more free. Before that, it's like, who can get the goal first? And that's what's like kind of getting at us at the moment. It's being too quick. It's not the play itself. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Nah, I hear you, man. I'm not even going to say that word, but shout out to Maho. Big up the man there. My higher line against Rashid suicidal, especially if he's playing on the left against Trent. James, you, man, are done out here, fam. He's on to you, man. Trent, man. Talk to me about Trent, man. Best right back in the world. People will say that at one point. You know what I mean, man? We need to. Nah, I don't think so, man.
No, mate, not on current form. Not on current form. But
I think right now, the best right back in the league, it's got to be the guy from Man City. What's his name, man?
Cancelo. Can I clarify? Not current form. If we're talking current form, mate, we're talking one of the worst right backs in the league. But I'm only saying that because if you ask me that question,
has he been found out though? Now, has he been found out for what he is now?
No, he hasn't got Van Dijk next. He hasn't got Van Dijk next to him. The midfield's changing every 2 seconds. He relies a lot on other players' support because every team relies on their fellow supporters. But not only that, he's never been fantastic defensively. I've always saying he's been just about average when he plays at his best defensively. But because he's so good offensively, and even this season, that hasn't dropped. And as a matter of fact, I overreacted slightly to the fact that he gave away the ball 38 times against Southampton. Because even though that's bad, if you watch about even 25 of them passes, mate, a lot of them were actually aimed to create something. It was the players who didn't get on the end of them passes. You can blame them. You can say, watch the game, Saeed, because it's...
I watched the game, mate, and listen...
I'm not even taking away. No. I'm not... So you're telling me that we were moving in and around the box. Tell me that we were doing that, because if you say yes, then you're lying.
But the thing is, though, you can't force a pass. That's when we are so mad at Bruno Fernandes. If the pass isn't there, why would you play it? If the pass isn't there, James, why would you play?
The pass is there. The players should be getting on the... Flawless, you hear what I'm saying, don't you? If I'm a right back and you're a striker, I'm putting the ball into the box to expect you to get on the end of that. I'm not being funny. You've got to have the hunger to get into that box first.
Who are you blaming then?
I'm blaming... The team is shit. Do you hear what I'm saying to you right now? In current form, in terms of the injuries, we're shit right now. You blame the attacker, Saeed, like what I've just said. You blame Salah and Mane.
38 times, though. Yeah, you're telling me 38 times.
What I've just tried to say.
No, I understand what you're saying. You're saying
38
times, yeah. 38 times, you're saying me that Mo Salah and Mane were just not in the right position for 38 times.
It weren't just them, so he was putting passes to other people who were playing shite as well.
I love the honesty. I can't lie.
Just say he's been poor this season.
Flawless, haven't you just heard them words? I've just said he's one of the worst right backs in current form.
You did say he's one of the worst backs of the league. Yeah, you did say that.
But I'm just trying to offer. I overreacted slightly to that performance. I know what you're trying to do, Saeed, and it's working.
I'm presenting the question, man.
And I'm presenting my answer. I'm presenting my answer to be your presentee.
Saeed out here playing my game.
Make you play my game.
You don't want to enter here. You don't want to come into here, mate.
When you look at Bruno, things. When Bruno gives a ball away about 40 times, it's scrutinized a lot. And I feel like Trent, it's almost, I feel like he gets away with it a lot. You know what
No,
I mean?
he doesn't. He hasn't been getting away. He's been get on this side. Liverpool fans who've been absolutely sucking off this kid for the past few months, my mate. They're now jumping on his back for the pure fact that he's been playing shit. Some people are saying replace him because you want me to tell you why? Because they're not proper Reds. They're not proper Liverpool fans. Because before he was the best right back in the world. That's why I'm not changing my answer overall. Whether I think he's the best, because I would have said it before. But right now he's not.
I think people lose sight of that. The fact that a great player can go through a bad run of form the same way a poor player or average player can have a great form. Yeah, and he is 21 as well. Now the thing is, I've seen it happen, not to the extent, but it's happened at Manchester United with Wan-Bissaka. Like he came in, he was flying, then he had a poor run of form, and then people got on his back, and it's like he is 21 and he's just a good player going through a bad run of form. Currently, he's playing well, and people do lose track of that. Like Trent, like Hammers has said, has just been playing poor. That doesn't take away from his talent, but obviously there's other pieces involved as well. Now it's cool. There's other pieces involved. There's Van Dijk not being there, etc. The team not playing as well. But this is where great players, you find out about great players. All right, how do you do when it's not going well? Same way with Klopp. Like we spoke about Klopp, the injuries now coming in and stuff like that. How do you deal now with these injuries? How do you deal with now being the hunted rather than the hunter? We're going to find out a lot. You know what I'm saying? We found out about Pep. How do you bounce back now? These are all questions by the end of the season that are going to be answered. We're going to find out. It's going to be great to watch.
Do we just go low block against these guys? I think if Man United go toe-to-toe, I think it could be a game. I think it could probably suit Liverpool more. I think Man United should play 5 at the back. Go on. And sit back, and hit them on the break. Because I feel like, for me, every time Liverpool have struggled, it's been against teams, that have sat back in a low block, but never, ever have offered anything going forward. You know what I mean? We've got the tools to do that. And I feel like if you were to do that against Liverpool, 5 at the back, Bailly, Lindelof, Maguire, I think we could hurt Liverpool. But if we go toe-to-toe and maybe play kind of a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, that might be the way where Liverpool get into this game, And that was a worry for me. It's a worry.
Yeah. It's a worry. I don't mind any of the formations, whether it's a back three or you play with the 4-3-3. To me, it's the mentality. I don't mind us if we try and defend and counter-attack. Well, don't give up all the possession. Don't give Liverpool 80 to 90% of the ball. If we're going to do that, give them 60% of the ball and then try hit him on the counter-attack. That being said, you can play a 3-5-2 and it can be offensive or it can be balanced. People automatically see 5 at the back and think it's defensive. Like, no, it can be an offensive formation. Same way you can play 4-3-3. We've seen us play 4-3-3 and 4-2-3-1, and it's been very rigid and very defensive. So to me, it's all about mentality. Liverpool's defense is their weakest point at the minute. We need to target that. How we target that, I don't know. Me personally, I'd go with an attacking approach, but not like gung-ho. It'd be balanced, but I'd go for Williams. Yeah, man, I'd go for him.
Can you do that balance? Ollie, no balance, though. You know what I mean? It's been this season,
We know Ollie don't know about balance. This is on the players. You know what I'm
saying? I understand that when you say that all the time, but I want the answers, man. You know, but you always tell me that. I want to know the answers. Why, man? You know what I mean?
You know the answer to this. You asking me questions. You know the answer to it. You know the answer to this.
You always try to comfort me and say, but we already know this about Ollie. But I don't care, but I want to win this game, bro.
Yo, and I hear you. I want to win this game more than anything. I love winning at Anfield. When people ask me what's my favorite Manchester United games, I always say any victory away at Anfield. Love seeing Manchester United win there. That being said, we know Ollie's not going to come up with some tactical master plan to win there. He's not going to do what Van Gaal did when Mata turned Anfield into Wanfield. He's not going to do that. We already know this. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to come up with some genius plan and we're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe what Ollie's done here. This is not him. He's been here over 2 years, played over 100 games. This solely relies on the players in it. If enough of our attacking players play well in this game, we'll get something from it. That's literally what it is. And that's all. This is what I rely on every game. This is not new against Liverpool. I rely on this every game. I'm like, all right, you man, do something. You know what I'm saying? Pogba, do Bruno, Greenwood, Martial, one of you man have an 8 out of 10 game. You know what I'm saying? That's literally it. You know the answer to these questions, fam. Are you Ollie in, fam? Are you Ollie in it? Just say it with chest in it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not Ollie in. No, I'm not Ollie in. I'm waiting to the end of the season. That's what I am. I'm waiting to the end of the season. I'll judge. If we win the league, I've got a different opinion. I think Rance, he said, no matter what, he wants another manager. I think for me, when I look at it, I will give credit where it's due. And I will say, you know what? I got it wrong with Ollie. Every fan, you get me, probably has to say that. But the matter of fact is, right now, You have to win it. You have to be showing that you're gonna win it. It's all about when you get there now. It's all good now with what's up in the league. And credit to Wally, but we've not won anything. That's the old saying. Do you know what I'm trying to say to him? We've not won anything yet.
I fully get what you're saying, and I will give Ollie his flowers. I give him his credit anyway, and I give him his flowers. If Manchester United do win the league, I will give him full credit for that. And I want to be wrong. I'm not one of these people. People get mistaken when you say, "Oh, you Ollie out," like, "Oh, you want to be right." No, I want everything that all the Ollie inners say about him to be right. I want Manchester United to win this league so I can celebrate and be absolutely unbearable across social media. If this manager does that, so that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be wrong about him. You know what I'm saying? In an ideal scenario, I want him to win the league and then resign, and then we get a proper manager in. That's what I want. Win the league and then dip. Right. Say F you to everyone and bounce.
That's funny, that.
That's it. You get me? Say F you to everyone and bounce. That's what I want.
We've got over 600 people watching live, guys. Please smash a like on the video, man. And make sure you go subscribe to these guys. Literally, the hyperlink is in the title. Shout to Redmond and shout to Sarcasm City. But we have to move on to the most important part of the show before we get the team predictions and the kind of and the result. This combined 11, we have to be serious about this, James. Look, let's get too giddy. You know what I mean? We have to be very, very serious with this.
Any rules? No, we have to base this on form. That's always the same. On form, because if we go off kind of who's a better player, we'll be here all night. You know that was there, bro. Like, so for me, it's based on form, okay? So we'll start with a keeper on form, James. Are you hearing that? On form. Alisson.
Keeper. On form.
Yeah, he hasn't made no mistakes, so why would they not go with him?
If he's not made no mistakes, fair enough. Because De Gea's, I think, has only made, just the Southampton one. Just the Southampton one. I'll go with Alisson. I'm happy with that. We can be formal here, lads.
Recent form, Alisson over De Gea.
Listen, just because your team has played better doesn't mean that your goalkeeper is better.
No.
Come on, man. You said be fair. No, you said be fair, and you said let's think about this. Alisson, over the not only this season, but over the past few seasons, has been a better goalkeeper than David De Gea. That's why I said this season as well. So don't ignore that first bit, Saeed.
You two man are great together in it. I just want to say that in it.
It's Alisson.
Fair on this, man. David De Gea.
What? I'm being fair.
In the last 4 or 5 games for me have been better than Alisson.
The thing is, the last games. The last 4, but when you say recent form, we base it on 4 or 5 games. Yes, De Gea's not made any mistakes, but then James is saying Alisson hasn't. So
let's base it on the last 5-6 games then.
De Gea's not made no mistakes. Alisson's not made no mistakes. So what are we gonna do? All right. So why we just I don't know in it.
Okay. You know what? Okay.
Both for the minute. Let's go both for the minute. Just go.
No.
Let's go join.
James, you're the best. Okay. You know what? Fair point, Straw. Okay. Based on because you're a guest, I'll let you have Alisson. You're a guest on the show. I'll let you have Alisson. That's not even like you're gonna be trying to disrespect
5 or 6 games. I can't believe what I'm just saying. You set me up to fail, haven't you?
No. But you got to realize though. On form is last 4 or 5 games, isn't it? Last 5, 6 games.
I'd still say Alisson. But I'm talking about the overall team. Won't be fair. But
since he's the guest,
you know what it is.
We'll go Alisson.
After most of the comments I've said. But you know what, Alice? We'll go with Alice. He's a loyal supporter of the channel, so we get him. We'll go with Alice, isn't it? You feel me? He said just give them Alisson. Okay, right back. You get me? Don't chat to me. You get me? Don't chat to me now. Right, was ready for this. Wan-Bissaka. I don't want to hear no Trent, man.
Listen, listen. He wouldn't be the right back I put forward. Nico Williams has played better than him, but he hasn't played in the last 6 games. James Milner's played better than him. I'm not saying above Wan-Bissaka. I'm saying better than Trent. I'm saying better than Trent.
All right, cool.
So Wan-Bissaka.
Is he saying that?
Yeah, of course, man. Wan-Bissaka.
All right, okay, cool. Centre backs.
Fabinho gets in there all day, every week. I don't give 2 shiny shites.
We have to put Bailly in there, definitely, because of his recent form.
Bailly's in there.
Bailly there.
So we're going Fabinho and Bailly.
Yeah, let's go, man. See, this can be cordial. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I am good, man. I'm a good guy, man.
Shut up, Saeed. The way you was with that first one, mate. The way that you were putting up such a front for De Gea, I couldn't believe what I was hearing, mate. But go on.
Yo, listen. Come on, man. We've got nearly 800 people as well watching live, man. Come on.
Shout out to the video.
Man. Big up everybody. Big up, man. Hit that like button.
Okay. Left back.
Robbo.
You know what is it? You know what is it? I'm
Don't
gonna
say
say
it.
this, yeah. No, hold on, yeah. I rate Robertson, you know. But you know what? So we have to give credit to Luke Shaw a little bit. Flawless. I don't rate Luke Shaw, you know.
No, okay. Here's the thing is though. I've got this in it. I got this, Hammers. Don't worry about it. It's because the ceiling for Luke Shaw is lower. That's what it is. So the fact that Luke Shaw's it's tricking us. It's Robbo in it. It's Robertson. I'd love to put Luke Shaw ahead of him, but it's Robertson. You know what I'm saying? Luke Shaw, it's just Robertson.
Robertson as a bad
I was thinking too deep. I was thinking too deep.
Get on this. Get on this. We lost 7-2 to Aston Villa. The only player who you can say played well was Robertson. He never made one bad thing happen in that game. Nothing came down his side. He's been Mr. Consistent in every game. Not one bad game all season, including the shit form we've had recently.
Robertson. We'll go Robertson. All right, this is cordial. All right, what we doing? Is it 4-3-3? Is it 4-3-3? The formation.
4-3-3.
Yeah.
4-3-3. Yeah. Right. Okay. Listen, guys, relax. You know, we can't put Thiago in there because he's not been playing last couple of games.
No. Yeah, he has. Maybe not past 5 or 6. But he's played past 3.
No.
There's no chance Thiago doesn't get in this midfield. There's not a chance. There's not a chance. No, because wait, Dave. Because I'm assuming. No, wait, Dave, Saeed. Now I'm going to be fair because I'm assuming the other 2 midfielders that you're going to go for. I'm getting Thiago in there. Don't even chat.
Are we going Thiago, Pogba, and Bruno? Are we going to? We ain't putting Hendo in there. Thiago, Pogba, Bruno. Is that what we're saying?
Thiago or Hendo?
Thiago. I said based on form, though. Based on form.
Thiago's played well when he's played for them, though, even though he's not played a lot.
Cameo appearances.
Oh, well, put Hendo then. Put Hendo.
Wait. Here's the thing, though, Saeed. Them cameo appearances have been better than any other Liverpool midfielder. I'm guessing and saying I might be wrong. Hammers will know better than me.
No, but he's
Thiago is a world-class player.
Let's go to you know what? We are not putting Henderson in there. We are not putting Hendo in there, so let's go with Thiago. I was
being thoughtful for you. If it's me, Hendo gets in this team above Pogba, but you know
let's just go Thiago, Pogba, Bruno.
Yeah, man. So you bring the level headedness here. So let me draw that back here. Thiago goes in there.
Yes.
And then there you go. You can have the other 2.
Pogba, Bruno.
Let me hear that again.
Probably. you take what you mean? Let me hear that again. You're taking the piss.
What are you saying?
Make the decision if you want.
What are you saying?
I'll put Curtis Jones forward. We've got good midfielders, but if you're going off form, then
yes, it's Thiago, Pogba, Bruno. That's the 3.
Pogba, Bruno, man. That's for me. That's the United midfield, bro.
That's a whole other conversation. I hear you.
That's a whole other. He wouldn't want to join your teammates, don't you?
Listen, man, he would, man. You get me? You know what I mean, man? He would come, man. You get me? Shout out to everybody who's watching right now. Make sure to smash like on the video. Okay.
What are we saying? Left wing.
Mane.
Oh, come on, man. This is what I mean.
No. Because Rashford has had the same problem, but he has moments. Mane is still a better player overall, and he's been in better form, even though he hasn't been reaching standards. He's still been playing better. He's still been playing better. Yes, he scored goals recently. Yes, he still scored in the last game against Aston Villa and the one before that where we scored.
Aston Villa, hold on, man. That's
and the one before the Southampton game, and the one before the Southampton. Who did we play, mate? I keep forgetting because we're playing. But he scored. He hasn't played well because of his standards, but he's better. Do you get what I'm saying?
I'm cool with Mane.
I'm cool with his standards. Give me an argument for Rashford over the past.
Saeed, let me go because the thing is, I'm thinking is play Rashford. Rashford's been playing over the other side and has played well. I put Rashford on the right. I'm saying play Rashford over the other end.
Oh well, then I'll put Salah above Rashford.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying to you. He put you on the corner flawless there, bro.
Nah. It's one of the. But obviously, he'll know Salah and Mane's form better than I do. You know what I'm saying? And our forwards haven't been all that.
Listen, I know it's the best player in the world. Yes, James. Yeah.
Do absolutes? I love that. Sorry. You know what I'm saying?
That's not even why I'm saying he should be in the team. He should be because he's doing better than Rashford.
Sadio Mane on the left, Rashford on the right.
I'm putting Salah above Rashford, though. I can't.
That's what I mean, man. You can't do this, man.
No, I can because he scored. He still scored. Get on this, flawless. Let me tell you this stuff. He has scored the most goals to this point of the season than what he did in his first season for us. You know how many goals he scored.
I'm checking it.
I'm checking out still scored recently. He still scored. He might have not played well, but he still scored.
I'm checking out his recent. I'm checking out his recent form now. I'm trying to check.
Apart from the 14s, when's the last time he scored? No, hold on. When's the last time he scored, James?
That's what I'm trying to think, mate. But he scored recently.
But there you go.
Okay,
you can't
yeah,
say
I've got it here. He scored. Nah, his form's good. He scored. Wait, nah, he scored against Wolves.
Last time,
He
man.
scored.
You can't be doing me like this, bro.
Palace.
Yeah, he scored. Wait, hold up. I'm trying to check it, innit? I don't even know if this thing's right. I'm having a
Palace
look
as well.
here.
He scored 2 goals in that game.
Yeah, he scored against Villa, who you spoke about.
Yeah, and
then
Palace.
Palace, and then before that.
How long ago was that, man?
That was still in the last 5 or 6. That was still in the last 5 or 6. Stick to your rules. Stick to your rules.
Yeah, in the last 6, he scored 4.
Rashford.
And he scored against Tottenham. So don't chat to me.
I'm checking now, innit? Bear with me.
We've got 900 people in the building. You get me?
Why can't we make it 7 games? Because then he scored more goals. So listen, Saeed, don't be chatting to me.
I think I hate
don't
to
be chatting. Rashford hasn't been in form himself. He gets.
That's what I'm saying to you, man, bro.
You know what?
Salah has at least been getting chances. He just hasn't been taking them away. Whereas Rashford only gets just a moment where he might create something.
Form-wise, Mane and Salah are above him, statistically speaking. And form-wise, they're both above him.
Gave you the midfield, no arguments. Let's go, Saeed.
I hate to agree with him.
It's because you're setting the standards of what they usually are at. They're nowhere near that, but they're still scoring. They're still playing better than you.
I hate to agree with James, but form-wise, I've just checked the statistics. It's Mane and Salah. I can't even argue with him. I tried to put Rashford in there. It's Mane and Salah.
Boom, motherfucker!
It's Mane and Salah.
It's 2-1. It's 2-1. I'm skint, mate. I'm not paying him nothing. 2-1, my friend. Yeah.
Man. I've just looked at the form. I've just looked at the form, and that's what it looks like. I'm looking at the form.
Listen,
someone double check though. I might get it wrong.
I'm letting the people vote, man. I'm letting the people vote for this one.
No. It's 2 against 1. Whoa. Listen, shout out to the people, legends. But if this was an equal fair out, then I'd understand. Go to the chat. But it's 2 against 1. Therefore, I win. Just because you're not happy with it, Saeed, doesn't mean you win this. Do you hear what I'm saying? I know it's your channel, mad respect, but that's a great point for me.
No. When you look at Rashford has had the decisive moments for Man United,
Actually, looking at the form, you can't put him above Salah. The only case you'd have a better case against Mane. I'm looking here, he scored against Villa. And then, he got 2 goals against Villa. And then before that, he scored the 1-1 against West Brom. And then in the 7-0, he got an assist and a goal against Crystal Palace.
Listen, it's because the standard you're setting to, Saeed. Trust me, mate, it's what you're doing. I understand why you're saying it, but it's
you know what?
The best players in the world.
I'm defeated. Okay. You get me? Like,
yes.
I put Rashford in there, but you know what? I think you get me. Like, I've been done over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I'm looking at Rashford. Obviously, he got the assist against Burnley.
Right, use your arguments because mine's Firmino.
Okay, you know what? Hold on. You know what? Shout out to Prem Prodigy. We'll put Rashford up top.
Above Firmino? No.
It might be.
This is what I mean, man. This is what I mean, yo. What is this?
No, because then you're only thinking of goals. If we're going off form, Firmino's been brilliant.
I can't do this, man.
Because you can't handle it.
No, what's Firmino?
You made this idea.
What's Firmino done in the last
space? He scored. Crystal Palace. He scored. Let me see where else he scored. I think they're the only 2, but he's not a goal.
Ahead of Rashford. What about the GA?
Why are you saying Rashford's playing well? Why do you think that?
Are you considering the GA as well in this?
Yo, in the last 6, I'm going Cavani, fam. That would be my pick. If we're putting someone up top, I'd say Cavani in that.
Cavani has been banned for the last couple of games, so I can't really add him.
Yeah, that's true.
Rashford isn't being better than Firmino. I'm going off your rules, the rules you gave me.
Even Stroman, listen to Stroman.
What can you say that Firmino has gone over Rashford, though? Why is
Rashford above Firmino?
It doesn't mean he's right. Shout out to Stroh, but why does that mean he's right? Doesn't mean he's right. Rashford hasn't been enough to be above Firmino. Firmino scored against Tottenham. Firmino scored against Palace, and he's played well since. He's played well ever since Leicester 3-1. He's played well ever since Leicester 3-1. So
you know what you're doing? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm going off your rules.
What do you mean your rules? Look at
you said 5 or 6 games. 5 or 6 games.
You're talking about goals.
I'm not. Firmino hasn't just. He doesn't get goals. I've just said that point. He doesn't usually get goals. I'm putting without goals.
Where's his assistant?
Tell me flawless. I don't know.
Rashford has got better. Rashford has got a better.
In the last 6, 6 games, he's got. This is according to this. I think it's 2 goals and 1 assist. That's what this is saying, isn't it? And if you add 7 games, that's 2 assists and 2 goals. I'm gonna check Firmino's now. 1 second.
1 second, man.
I'm gonna check Firmino.
He doesn't play well. Firmino's been playing well, and Firmino doesn't even get goals. He's not even supposed to. Rashford's your main goal scorer. Rashford's one of your main goal scorers, and Firmino isn't. So I'm putting him above not even for the goals or the assists.
So Firmino,
performances.
Salah is a fraud. That's the Liverpool fan right there.
So in the last 6 games, Firmino's got 3 goals and 1 assist. That being said, he hasn't scored or assisted in the last 4.
There you go then.
Okay, so it's close.
Your criteria was 6 or 7, and it's close to Saeed. And Firmino isn't even our main goal scorer. Rashford, one of your.
Do you not rate Rashford? Do you not rate Rashford?
No, just not recently. I don't think he's been on form. I think he has great moments. Overall, I rate him, just not over the criteria you gave me. Do I put him above Firmino?
Goals and assists last couple of games.
I'm not just going off stats. I'm going.
I know, but this is what we're doing on form, though. We're putting it on form because that's what combined
Firmino's been playing well. Doesn't matter if he's not being scored nor assisting. He doesn't, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. We let's compromise because he gave us the midfield.
What about Martial? What's his Martial rate?
I thought you were going to say Martial. I thought that was going to be your argument. Then we could have had a little debate. But if you're not going with him, then I'm not putting Rashford there.
Because Martial's recent. Let me check Martial's recent form. If I remember correctly, has not been, and he's played well actually. Minus goals and assists actually. Yeah,
this is what I'm saying. He might have not been getting goals and assists, but when I've watched him, he's played well. So put him forward.
I go Martial. Let's go Martial.
But I'm still saying Firmino. But if you want to outvote me, then fair enough. But Rashford,
I can't believe this, man. On my own channel, man. On my own channel.
Do you hear my points on Rashford?
I hear your point.
Like, you might not agree with it, which is fair enough. But it's not that I don't rate him. I just wouldn't put him above Firmino.
You're saying form-wise in his overall gameplay's not been good, but he's been getting clutch moments in terms of goals and assists. I get what you're saying. I hear that. Yeah, I hear that.
And Firmino, if we're going off all season, Firmino doesn't get in this team because it's only recently he's been playing better. But off your criteria, Saeed,
forget this criteria, man. I don't know why you keep saying criteria, man.
Let's forget the criteria. So no injuries, no form. Let's go. No injuries, no form. Nah, Saeed, no injuries, no form. Let's go then.
What's this criteria, man? Relax
to you both. I got a dip in it. Love to you both. Keep this thing going. I got to go. Love to you both. And I'm heading over to Manchester channel people, but big up to you.
See you later, man. See you later.
I don't know why you keep going to this criteria, man. What's this criteria?
You said last 5 or 6. I wish Flawless was still here for the referee, but last 5 or 6 games, that was your.
You paid it, man. You paid it. What do you pay him, man?
You just can't handle the smoke, Saeed. Listen, if you're gonna
if
you're gonna bring the mouthy scouser onto your channel, at least be more prepared than what you have been. Listen to me, my mate. The front 3 is Salah, Mane and Firmino. I would have gave you an argument for Martial, but you didn't even bring him up. Rashford is decent on his day, but recently hasn't been doing enough for me to go above them. That's my front 3. End of story. I gave you the midfield for a good reason. My mate Pogba's being boss, and Fernandes is undroppable. Sorry. So, don't think I'm trying to be biased. I'm being fair off my own knowledge. Yes, shout out to everyone. Make sure you're smashing the likes, people. You know them way there. Are you top of the league? Don't be upset, my mate. You know what I'm saying?
Top of the league, man. I just can't believe you've told me Firmino over Rashford. I can't believe it.
Listen, television it is. Your fellow United fan was agreeing with me. Your fellow United fan was agreeing with me until I brought up Martial.
This is national YouTube, this man. This is around the world, and I've accepted Firmino over Rashford. What is going on?
Boom! Mr. Ric Flair in his prime, yeah? Irish Ric Flair in his prime. Shout out to everyone.
Listen, man, let me know. What are you saying now? What are you saying? The game. Your team. Give me your team.
I'm thinking Alisson will start. Robertson left back. One more bad game for Trent, then he needs to be dropped, but he'll start this game. Right back. Centre backs, I'm kind of going with what I hope, but you make a good shout. Henderson could start this game, it wouldn't surprise me. But I'm saying Fabinho and Reece Williams. Midfield 3, I'd say Thiago, Henderson, and possibly Gini. But I've also put a case forward for Shaqiri just to add a bit of creativity and a bit more of a spark, but I'll still go with Gini. So that'll be the midfield 3. And then the front 3 will be Salah, Mane, and Firmino.
Okay. I'm gonna go with my team, mate. This is my team. I don't think this is what I want United to play. not what Ollie wants to play. This is my team. David De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Bailly, Harry Maguire, probably Luke Shaw, just because of merit. I'm going to go with Fred, Pogba, Bruno. I'm going to go with Rashford, Martial, and Cavani up top.
Where do you put Pogba in that midfield?
Midfield of the probably in a double pivot with Fred.
Okay.
Because I believe, this is one-off chance, mate. Go for it. Play your best players.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I would say, man. Play your best players. Martial is probably fit, but I'm going with that midfield, man. Listen, McTominay is a likable guy. You know what I mean? He plays for the badge or whatnot. But listen, I think Man United, you know what I mean, should go in there positively. But I feel like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will play 5 at the back. Someone saying here, no Cavani up top. What it is, Cavani the ball, he's up to the forwards on the right side. Literally what Firmino does, but he might do it better this game. We'll see.
He's more of a goal poacher as well.
There you go, then. Someone says I need a diamond. Possibly a diamond as well. Pogba off the left.
Well,
and then
also,
up 2 up top.
Yeah, Saeed. Also, you mentioned Cavani. If you remember Ibrahimovic against us a few years ago, I know that Ibrahimovic arguably has more quality than Cavani even now, but like it's still Cavani has that ability and that quality to be able to get a goal kind of out of nowhere because he's been at that level before. So this is a big game and he thrives off big games. So Cavani could be a good option.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And obviously, let me know your prediction. Give me what you think Liverpool will do to us on Sunday, 4:30.
At Sunday, 4:30, when that game kicks off and then when it goes on to finish, I think the score, my mate, is going to be 2-1 to Liverpool. I don't think we're going to smash us, but obviously I feel like we can win. Definitely.
2-1, yeah? Okay. I'm going to go for what I said on... I'm going to change my prediction, man. I'm going for 2-2 United. 2-2. I think we'll go in there. You know, what's the old saying, man? You know, if you're not going to win, must not lose.
Yeah, that's it. But that's the thing, though. That's not a bad result. Don't get me wrong. If I'm a United fan, I want obviously you want your team to win every game. But I'm saying, no, really go for this and take advantage of this opportunity. That being said, if you can get a draw away from Anfield, by the way, when you think of the circumstances, for the position you're in, you'll still be top of the league. That's really good.
Facts, bro. You get me? So until then, you get me, James. Stay warmed up. Stay strapped up. You get me? Enjoy the little time you've got, you know what I mean, before the game. I'll see you after the game.
I'll see you after the game, Saeed. But speaking of warmed up, thank you, Manchester United, for keeping first place warm for us. We will be back home soon, don't you worry.
Listen, what about 6 points ahead of you? How does that sound?
You'd have to actually beat us first to be able to get there, my mate. So, you know.
Listen, James, I want to see you with the energy. Because you love to say energy.
Energy. Come on,
you will be here. Shout out to everybody doing it for the Marlies, man. Come on, man. You already know that. But James, man, it's been a pleasure. Good luck. You get me? I'm a respectable fan. Good luck to the game.
That's it.
You get me? May the best team win. Shout out to the channel, man. And let people find you, bro.
James Redmond TV on the YouTube. If you want to listen to a fathead scouser just absolutely chat shit, then that's where you need to go. Thank you for supporting and make sure that you've been smashing the likes on this and subscribe to United Central, of course.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Thanks for coming on, bro. We've had literally over 900 people live. So make sure you guys don't just watch the video, you get me. It's free to like the video, man. So you guys are a bit stiff on that little fingers, man. You get me? Make sure you go tap that like on the video. Subscribe to James Redmond. Literally, the link is on the hyperlink of the title. All you need to do is click on the hyperlink, follow his channel, follow Sarcasm City, Flawless. Big up to Flawless for coming on. You get me? Stro, I haven't forgot about you. You will be coming on the Straight Jacket podcast on Monday, and you'll be giving your thoughts on what happened and the kind of a loss. You get me?
Stro, we'll get him. Stro, don't you worry.
Listen,
we'll get him.
don't worry, man. Guys, like the video, subscribe to United Central. I will see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye and peace.